Alright, so welcome everybody. I'm here, you're here. Ryu Hyunjin on the mound, trying to get victory number 2 in a row for Hanwha. Something that they have really struggled with. So we'll see. Hanwha also has struggled to score. I mean, Ryu Hyunjin has been on the mound. So all those things, we'll see how they do. Apparently there's a fire up on the roof. As looks like we're gonna have a bit of a delay to the start of this game, as there's a fire on the roof up above yeah. That's interesting. Got 7 guys up there trying to use one fire extinguisher. One guy taking pictures. The guy that's always on the ground. Where is it? That looks like over by the. Maybe somebody did something at the state interview or something. It's right next to that, so a little slow on the as Ryu Hyunjin is still just kind of tossing the ball around there. So I will take this time to kind of fix things a little bit. Don't quite have everything set up and going. As a little slight delay. Because only Hanwha could possibly burn their stadium down when the brand new one is right next door. Oh, Hanwha, you never cease to amaze. Yeah, I'm guessing that it has something to do with the people that were over at the Say interview, which is like a little glamping area on top of the right field wall. So yeah, so looks like they sounded like they said they evacuate. Whoa, that was really going. I bet I know what it is. Something got on top. So Hanwha has on the top of the outfield, they have kind of fireworks, pyrotechnics that go off, and it goes off in the beginning of whenever they're going out and everything, getting ready. So I'm guessing that something was near or on that, and looks like it got, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right, Luke? The big pyrotechnic stuff that goes off at the top there. All right, I think now they're finally going to get things started. All right, Kim Ji-chan will lead things off. 304 on the season, and first pitch in there for a strike. That's right, go Eagles. 2 wins in a row. 2 wins in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Easy peasy. Ryu Hyunjin squeezy. Rocking my brand new Ryu Hyunjin uniform. Beautiful powder blue as he chops that to An Ji-hong at second. Quickly throws over and 1 away. Even just a slow ground ball, he still had to rush because that guy is just so fast. I like him, but I don't like him. Will I still get one? Probably. Just looky there, we got The Korean monster pause. I can't even, we'll zoom the camera out a little bit later as that's another ground ball for 3 on the second out of the day. Ordered it about a month ago, 2 months ago. Finally came in. Matches my Korean monster plushie in the background. I did not realize it was that big when I ordered it. I thought it was like this big. I actually, I was going to wear the black hat, but I grabbed this one just for that, just to be as colorful as possible. As that one, Mrs. Upstairs, 1-0. Cardenas yesterday hitless. Did have a walk, but and pops that one up. Cheon Sung giving chase, but bounces into section 112. Luke, what do you think about the old Hanwha Mets uniforms? And that's going to be a chopper. Ito Yoon backhands, quick throw, not in time, and that's going to be an infield single. As he was moving down the line pretty well. As he's super happy, he got a hit now. No, the new ones that they're like blue. They're like a regular blue with orange eagles on it. They just announced them today as that's in there for a strike. They're summer uniforms. I love they're like, oh, they're gonna wear them in July and August on the road. Well, July's over. As that one pops up into Noshiwan's glove right in front of the camera, and that is 3 away. He gives up a 2-out single, but gets out of it after that, and we will go to the bottom of the first. The reason why I think I might buy this one, not because it's blue or because it's orange or because it's uniform, but it's a lighter, thinner material, which is better for the summer. This one actually feels pretty light, pretty. So. Samsung made a few changes as they try to not lose 2 games in a row to Hanwha. Connor on the mound for Samsung. Basically, the guy who, the catcher who didn't throw the ball. Oh yeah, I would no question. And so Samsung has 0 quality starts from their pitchers in the second half of, but they're still in 3rd place. So leading off for Hanwha is going to be Peraza, again in the leadoff spots, and also again DHing today, as I work to get all these back up and ready. And that's first pitch swinging, lifts that one to center field, under it, and 1 pitch, 1 out. That's not good. Let me. I think I've gotten them all fixed and situated now. So both teams with their leadoff hitter as the DH. Kim Min-won now stepping in, playing left field today. And fakes the bunts, and that's in there for a strike. At least we get to see 2 pitches to this batter. I do like the new replica uniforms. They're not that netty, that hold netty. It's an actual uniform. It's just not as it's not the Vaporwick, Drywick stuff that the Authentics have. But I do like the new replicas. I would never buy an authentic one, as that's fouled off in 0-2. And that's a big swing and a miss. 4 pitches and 2 outs. First strikeout of the game. That is nasty. Going up once again, like I talked about yesterday. Upstairs on the fastball, and a lot of guys can't catch up to that. And Kim Tae-yeon batting in the 3 spot once again as he looks at strike 1 on the outside. 6 pitches. 6 pitches, 6 strikes. And that's in there for another strike, 0-2. Yeah, that's the new spider ones. As that's lifted up into the air, center fielder under it again, and 3 up, 3 down. Ryu Hyun-jin throws 10 pitches to get out of his first inning, and Connor said, hold my cup. I'm gonna get out of my inning in just 4 pitches. Yeah, so I got, because they changed uniforms, so I got the new uniforms last year, and I got the authentic one, and they're super short. So I've never even worn the new authentic uniforms, or not the new ones, but I've never even worn my new authentic uniforms. So this year I bought some replicas that were much better. So let's uniforms. But well, Ryu Hyun-jin coming back out on to the mound, I assume. Let's assume. Interesting thing to be watching for today is, can Hanwha score? Again, Ryu Hyun-jin has 5 wins on the season as the fire department is up on the roof checking things out. Oh, that's a big man. That's a Team Jong. All right. Kim Young-ung, home run yesterday, 19 on the season. And that's in there for a strike. We are working fast today. I like it. Last year, the most home runs on the team was 16 this year, and that's a leadoff single. Most last year was 16, and they've already have 3 guys have passed that. Ryunjin has pitched 1 game against Samsung. They did not score any runs against them. So, like I was saying, Ryunjin, 5 wins on the season. 4 of them, he has not allowed any runs. 1 of them he allowed 2 runs, 1 earned. So basically, if Samsung wins, Ryunjin is not going to get the win. Whether or not Hanwha loses, that's a little bit different. But yesterday, Lee Sung-gyu 0 for 4. Another 0 for 4 today would be fantastic, as that's also in there for a strike. Both these pitchers just saying, here's my pitch. If you can hit it, great. If not, oh well. 279 so far on this season through 13 games, but 5 home runs in the month of July. As there's a stolen base easily, as Lee Do-yoon tries to fake out the runner as he catches the ball that was thrown way over the second baseman's head. Catches it, turns to center field like he went over his head, but the runner wasn't even looking. All right, so we've got a 1-2 counts now, and that hits him. And the stolen base means nothing. And they've now got runners on first and second with nobody out. Hanwha, I'm going to say I feel like they were lucky to win yesterday. Samsung could not have played a worse game. Multiple bunt hits, 2 errors leading to 2 runs in the 8th inning. A strikeout that the catcher just never threw to first base. Hanwha didn't play well either. Thrown out at third base 3 times. Yoo Ji-hyuk steps in. Does have 37 sacrifice bunts, which is the most, Samsung does, which is the most in the league. And pulls that back because that's a ball. Samsung got the memo that moving runners from first to second and third does increase your chance of scoring a run. And they know that if they score a run, they're going to beat Hanwha whenever Hyunjin is on the mound. So take advantage of this early as that drops that down and goes to third. And welcome to Bad Baseball, courtesy of the Samsung Lions Daegu Little League team. As bunts it right at the pitcher, he grabs it, throws to third, and gets the leadoff runner on almost a 1-5-3 double play on a bunt. Gotta bunt it a little bit farther down the line than that big guy. All right, that's going to bring up Kim Hang-gon as he takes ball 1. Well done. Well done, Samsung. 286 on the season with 8 home runs, 22 RBIs. And lifts that one. 1-1. Hanwha going with a more offensive-minded approach on the defensive side with Kim In-won over in left field. Not a good defender. Again, he's only played left, I would say, a handful of games. as he's normally a left, first baseman. Is that Mrs. Upstairs 2-1? Normally a first baseman, but they've put him over at third base and they put him out in the outfield, basically trying to get his bat back in the lineup. But that also makes a very rough defense. Right field, you got Kim Tae-yeon, who is always a show over in right field. Once the he lives for the moments, likes to keep everybody on edge with his route taking, and then Jang Jin-hyuk is not the anything that he's got to move left or right is kind of sketchy for Jang Jin-hyuk. He's okay coming in on balls, but thank you. Did yours come in today? Yeah, they weren't even supposed. I didn't even think they were supposed to be shipped out until Friday. All right, the 2-2 pitch gets him looking at it at the bottom of the zone. Yeah, it took me 7 minutes to ride 2 blocks, so I didn't really test it out too much. Yeah, another. But it's supposed to be cooler or lighter and cooler or something like that. Kim Yeon-jun, 202 on the season, down in the 9 hole, as Samsung has done everything they can to show Hanwha how to do it. First and second, nobody out, lays down the bunt, but gets thrown out at third, then a strikeout, and now, yeah, so on the season 202, but since he's been come back to the first league, hitting well over 400, as that slaps over Kim, and that's gonna score a run. They didn't want to do all of the Hanwha things. Nick, did you get your pink uniform? All right, Kim Ji-chan steps back in after batting yet last inning. Batting again here in the second. All right, the 0-1 pitch to the DH and leadoff batter. That's going to be right back at Ryun-jin. Throws it to first, and 3 outs. But they get a run on a single, a stolen base, a hit by pitch, and a 2-out single from the number 9 hitter. It's not even September delivery, Nick. It's the last week of September they send them out. Oh, Hanwha. So Lotte and LG is canceled today. Kium quickly up on Doosan. They probably won't have him. Honestly, Nick. If you see the pink one I have back there, they only had it 1 year, maybe 2, because they keep changing all the whatever sponsors and stuff. So half the time they just like, oh, 1 year. I'm gonna have to get a bigger apartment for all the uniforms that they keep coming out with. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. All right. Did you get the Sarang Eagles ones? All right, bottom of the seconds. Hanwha will have Noshiwan leading things off as they went 1, 2, 3 in that first inning. Only 8 pitches needed. And Noshiwan, 271 on the season. Good day offensively yesterday, not a good day total. And that misses upstairs, 1-1. And a swing and a miss. And that's going to be a little one bounce catch by the first baseman and 1 away. I definitely ordered. I order way too many uniforms, but I do use a lot. 6 uniforms a week. Pretty good reason to have a couple of them. All right, Chan Sung now stepping in as it looks at ball 1. Connor has a very interesting delivery. It's kind of not a sidearm, but it's definitely not like a 3/4 or anything. It's almost like he pushes the ball out. Very deceptive, I think. It's a very like a flick. And I think it's getting in on these hitters way quicker than they think. His four seam is 146, sliders 132, and changeup's 127. But I think it might feel like it's a little faster than that. And that's chopped foul. He has pitched in 2 games. Doesn't have any decisions in those 2 games, but he did pitch well against Hanwha. 2 games, 2.31 ERA. What's for dinner, Luke? Oh, 3 runs total in those 2 games. And the 2-2 pitch way upstairs, 3-2, and we've got ourselves a full count, ladies and gentlemen. And foul away, 3-2. Must be nice. Must be nice. And another foul straight back. And another 3-2 count to the captain of the Eagles. Yesterday, a bunt hit Infield bunts hits. That, yeah. And way outside. Hanwha's got their first base runner of the day. All right, An Ji-hong stepping in at 298 on the season. Yesterday, 3 for 4 with an RBI, a single, and a single. Actually, I think he had a double in there. A single, a double, and a single, and ball one. As Connor seems to have misplaced the strike zone here in the second inning. 446 in the month of June, second to only the guy right behind him in the catcher's gear for Samsung. And that also misses way outside. Connor doesn't look like he's a lot of these guys just are dripping in sweat at this point. He does not look like he's dripping in sweat. He is a Cali boy like our boy Luke there. And the 2-0 pitch, that's in there for a strike. 2-1. An Ji-hong, Nomar Garcia Perez. Third step cousin. With the Velcro restrap on the old gloves, and here comes the 2-1 pitch, and that's lined right at the shortstop. 2 away. All right, E.J. Wan, who is apparently now the first team catcher, and fouls that one out of play. 0-1. 291 on the season, 9 RBIs, 23 hits, an OPS of 657. As started 5 of the last 6 games behind the plate for Hanwha. And that's fouled down the third base line, 0-2. Yesterday got pulled out of the game because he made a mound visit when he didn't have any mound visits left yesterday. And therefore he was removed. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider outside. And Hanwha gets a base runner, but they leave them hanging out at first base. And we will go to the third inning. Hanwha down early. 1-0. Rough inning there for Connor, though. 20 pitches brings him to 28 on the day versus Yuan-Jin. Also sitting at 28 as he had 18 that last inning, as Samsung brought a run in, but stranded 2 more. They left 3 on base already through the second inning. Hanwha with their 1 walk and 1 left on base. EJ Hyun will lead things off for the Kitty Cats. I got some sweet sound effects ready. Alright, we should be coming back. There's no timer up on the KBS one. I'm not real happy about that, but we'll make do with what we got here today. I'm sure they're about to throw the first pitch because we are getting or watching a indoor golf video. And the first pitch was in there for a strike. There we go, right on cue, missing the first pitch. And that's apparently it was a slow curve. I can't believe, why is it so hard to come back on time? Back in the first inning, he grounded out to the second baseman and looks at strike two. Hyunjin did have a strikeout in the last inning, one strikeout so far on the day. And that's a chopper right back to Hyunjin. Catches, throws, one away. Hyunjin has already fielded 3 outs as he's gotten himself a 1-5 put out at third on the failed bunt, and then a 1-3 put outs against Kim Ji-chan, and another 1-3 put outs as Cardenas steps in, looks at strike one. Singled in his first at-bat, an infield single to the hole over at short. And the 2-1. So we got a substitution already. Looks like it might have been on defense a little bit earlier as he swings and pops that one out of play. 2-2. The guy that scored earlier, Lee Sung-gyu, came around to score, but was hobbling as he rounded third. And it was very strange. I thought he was holding up, but they didn't try to throw him out at home. Probably could have gotten him out at home. But Cardenas, another ground ball to Hyunjin, and that's 3 straight 1-3 putouts by Hyunjin. Alright, 2 away, a slow curve to Kang Min-ho, and he looks at ball 1. Popped up to No Shiwan over right in front of the camera, and that's going to be a single in the hole. And once again, Samsung has another base runner. They have had 3 2-out singles so far today in 3 innings. Game hitting streak now for Kang Min-ho. And stepping in now is the Dragon. Kim Young-un, he singled and stole a base, but was put out over at third on the failed bunt. As he first pitch swinging, and that's going to be lifted to left. And an adventure, but that adventure leads to a fly ball into left. And 3 away as we will head to the bottom of the third. Hanwha still down by 1, still looking for their first hit. as Samsung has already stranded 4. Oh well. All right. We should be coming back now. Bottom of the third. Hanwha. We'll have Ito Yoon leading things off. Ito Yoon has definitely been on the struggle bus, and he is a front row seat to it. And that's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop grabs, throws in time. 1 away. I mean, it's a ball that should have been up through the middle, but rolled off the mound a little bit to slow it down enough for the shortstop to get over and cut it off. John Jin Hyuk now will step in, number 9 hitter for Hanwha, and looks at ball 1 outside. Yesterday, hit his 4th home run of the season, 241 on the season for the Hanwha center fielder, and that's in there for strike 1-1. Very, very streaky. Will surprise you, will strike out a bunch, and then will suddenly be the hottest hitter in the league. As that one misses 2-1. I do like the fact that they finally moved John Jin Hyuk and Iwan Suk into the 9 hole instead of the leadoff. It shows that they are making some changes finally to try to get this offense going. That's where they should be. They're not your typical leadoff guys. They can, they're going to hit 250s. That one misses way, way, way outside. As he is struggling with his footing. And it's important to note that they also struggled with their footing yesterday. Barria was struggling with his footing, as his foot didn't rotate at all there. After he planted, there was no rotation. As that swing and a miss, and that's 2 away. 3rd strikeout of the day for Connor. And come on, Hanwha. Peraza will step in now with 2 outs. Flew out to center field in his first at-bats with on 1 pitch. And a big swing and a miss there, 0-1. Peraza with the go-ahead home run, the game-winning RBIs yesterday. With 2 outs in the 8th inning, coming through. Has not hit well other than that, though, as that catches the top of the zone. 0-2. second game in a row, second game on the season that he has been in the leadoff spots. As that misses 1 and 2. Again, Peraza should be in the 2 hole. Statistically speaking, he should be in the 2 spots. Kim Tae-yeon should be in the 1 spots. Peraza should be in the 2 spots. Kim In-won should be in the 3 hole. No Shi-won in the 4, and then Chan Sung and An Chi-hong, or An Chi-hong, Chan Sung, pretty something like that. Then you go Wang Young-mook or Lee Jae-won, Lee Do-yoon, and then whoever the center fielder is last is ideally where your lineup should be, as he fouls that one back and stays at 1 and 2. Just misses outside. 2 and 2. Yeah, get some more stickum there for his bats. Well, spray, and gets ready. There we go. It is humid. It is nasty. I talk about it all the time, but it's because it is. As he looks at strike 3 on the outside. Don't need to stick him if you're not going to swing the bat, sir, as that will be a 1-2-3 inning once again for Hanwha. And we will go to the 4th inning. Hanwha still hitless and therefore runless, as it's 1-0 now. Another quick inning for Samsung. 14 pitches in that inning, 42 on the day. Hyunjin, 12 pitches in his last to bring him to 40 pitches. So both pitchers pitching quick, making light work. But Samsung has been able to slap a few singles, and that's been enough to put them in the lead. Hey-oh, hey-oh. Hey-oh, hey-oh. Chicken allergy. All right. You should be coming back. I'm ready. Ready for a 1-2-3 inning from Hyunjin. Yu Jung-bin will lead off the inning for Samsung, his first hit of the day, as he took over at first for Lee Sung-gyu, who looks like he hurt his hammy. A little hammy action. And first pitch is in there for a strike as it comes back, as it's going in the strike zone. Once again, late on the broadcast. 296 on the season for Yu Jung-bin, 3 home runs. Hitting .320 here in the second half, and he is a bespectacled first baseman / outfielder. And looks at ball 1, using those glasses to make sure he sees very well. So the 8 games before the break, 0 for 17. And that's a curveball that goes over the umpire. We'll say that's a ball. That curveball, not anywhere near curving. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's low, 3-1. second straight inning that's... oh, no, never mind. A swing and a miss at a pitch at the top of the zone. Once again, throwing pitches at the top of the zone, and they're not hitting them. I'm not a pitching coach, but I know what I'm talking about. All right, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strikeout number 2. Changing the speeds and gets him what's on a fastball at the top of the zone. Crazy. All right, Yuji Hyuk grounded out to and sacrifice bunt that failed and looks at strike 1. He 1-5 putouts in the second inning after they started the inning with first and second and nobody outs. And that's going to be slapped into left. Kim In-Wan positioned absolutely perfectly and 2 away. And he'll get himself a new baseball. And that's in there for a strike. All right, Kim Eun-gon struck out looking in his first at-bat. That's the beautiful backwards K, and that's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Alrighty, here comes the 0-2 pitch. 2 outs. Need a 1-2-3 inning here for Hyun-jin. And that is going to be a 4-3 putout and gets that 1-2-3 inning. And that's count number 2 on the wife. Look as we will head to the bottom of the 4th. A very quick 11 pitch inning for Hyun-jin. 51 now as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Hopefully that 1-2-3 inning, that's the again the first 1-2-3 inning that's Hanwha has had against Samsung. So now that Hanwha gets the 1-2-3 inning, now it's Hanwha's turn to actually get a hit. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't know the exact scientific research on it, but I believe that's what it is. Aksa. Aksa. We are flying through this game. Alrighty, Kim In-wan steps in, leads off, first pitch swinging, and that's foul down the line, 0-1. Oh, struck out in his first at-bats, 250 now on the season. Doesn't have very many at-bats, only a handful of at-bats total on the season, and looks it's ball 1 low, 137. It's 1-1. And 2-1. And Kim Min-won just came back up last weekend. The 3-run homer against Kia as he slaps that one to left, but's caught. And 1 away. Had the 3-run shot that gave Hanwha the temporary lead before they blew it in the 9th. But Kim Tae-yeon steps in now. He flew out to center field in his first at-bats way back in the first inning. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. Kim Tae-yeon, 310 on the season. Has been doing nothing but hitting lately. Hitting and hitting and hitting. And big swing and a miss at a pitch above the zone. Again, those pitches up in the zone is what they should be throwing. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the 5th strikeout on the day. And No Shiwan steps in now. No Shiwan grounded out to the first baseman in his first at-bats. And looks at strike one, literally down the middle. And that's outside. He knew that didn't feel right when he let that go as he turned quickly, knowing that it was way outside. So, No Shiwan. Yesterday was his first RBI in over a month as he swings at a pitch below the bottom of the zone, 1-2. 136 on that changeup as it just drops out of the zone. And here comes the 1-2, way outside, 2-2. Again, he keeps having issues with his plant foot, as he missed really wide there. Again, it looks really muddy. There was some rain earlier today, but there was not enough, and they should have been able to dry it, as it chops that one foul. They should definitely have been able to dry it. There was a little bit of storms, a little bit of rain, nothing really bad though. Nothing that's, and it was over by lunchtime by 1 or 2 o'clock, so they had plenty of time to get everything dried up. As there is a bloop to the second baseman, who catches it, flips it to the right fielder, and that is 3 away. And Hanwha will come up to bat at the bottom of the 5th, looking for. Thank you. Looking for a hit still. I thought maybe, with Ryu and Jin being able to go 1-2-3, would quickly get them ready, and then they were going to get some hits. But nope. Luckily, though, that was a 13-pitch inning. And he's at 55 pitches through 4 innings now. And Ryu Jin, on the other hand, is 51 pitches through 4 innings. So got ourselves a possible pitcher's duel here. Again, I talked about it in the description a little bit. Hanwha does have a bullpen that's pitched yesterday. Not only did the starter Barria only go 4 innings, their bullpen pitched well. The defense let them down to give up some runs late that they ended up coming back from. But everybody, their big 4 guys in the bullpen pitched yesterday, so you really have to worry about if they do get a lead, are they going to be able to hold that lead? As they did have a blown save yesterday, ended up getting the win after the blown save. But and again, they had Sunday off or Monday off, as that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. They did have Monday off, so that will help them a little bit. But Kim Hyun-jun singled in an RBI in his first at bats. Looks at strike 2 as he fouls that one back and out of play. So 20 hits on the season in 28 games. His 3rd season in the league. Not doing nearly as well as previous years, as he strikes out looking, and 1 away. Three pitch strikeouts for Hyun-jin. And that's going to flip the lineup back over to the top. Kim Ji-chan 0 for 2 on the day. And looks to bunt, but in there for a strike. 302 on the season for today's DH. Ground ball to the third or second baseman, and then a ground ball to the pitcher in his last at-bats. As that's going to be a shot to the shortstop. Quick throw. Lee Do-yoon got rid of that quick. He's like, oh god, this guy, don't let him on. Again, Kim Ji-chan, definitely the fastest guy in the league. All right, next up is EJ Hyun. EJ Hyun is 0 for 2 on the day. Also a ground out to the second baseman and a ground out to the pitcher. Let's see if we can get a nice ground out to the shortstop here. He can match his brethren up at the leadoff spot. And that's outside 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch, that's a shot by Noshiwan. Grabs it, throws. And I don't know if that was a line out or if that was a ground out, because they didn't show it. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Hanwha. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hyun-jin, and we do not have any offense today. That was a line out, apparently. All right, we should be coming back here. No strikeouts for you, sir. 55 pitches through 4 innings for Connor. Nobody on the leaderboard for hitters. The only guy on the leaderboard between these two teams for pitchers is Ji-Hyun Sung, Hanwha's all-star closer. Leading off for Hanwha will be Chaehyun Sung. He is the one base runner for Hanwha as he walked in his first at-bats on a full count. Other than that, Connor has retired every single batter, as that's in there for strike 0-1. As that's misses, ball 1-1. That misses outside too. Chan Sung wanting to swing at it, but he doesn't. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch to Chan Sung, and outside 3-1. Has to adjust his glasses and saying something to Kang Min Ho back behind the plates, but here we go, the 3-1 pitch, and that's going to be a chopper. Third baseman cuts it off, throws up high, but one away. All right, An Chi-hong then steps in. All right, An Chi-hong lined out to the shortstop in his first at-bat, and that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 0-1. 297 now on the season for Hanwha's second baseman. And that's the first hit of the day for Hanwha, as the sliding catch by Cardenas is not going to happen. And Hanwha with their first hit, a 1-out bloop single to right field. More like a little liner bloop, but I don't know what you'd call that, but liner, but it's not up in the air long enough to be caught. Welcome, Mary Kate. All right, EJ Wan now. He struck out in his first at-bats, and that's going to be a liner that drops off the glove of the third baseman, and Hanwha's got another base runner. I assume that they're going to give that an air. Oh yeah, that's definitely an air. Hits off the thumb of his glove. That would have been a double play. Instead, Hanwha's got first and second with 1 out instead of going to the break. Another huge error by Samsung. Again, I do not think Samsung is the third best team in the league. I don't think they're a playoff team. They do make way too many mistakes. I think they end up not making the playoffs. So Lee Do-yoon now steps in, grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bats. And pops that one up Shortstop under its infield fly. All right, John Gignac yesterday with a line drive home run into right field. I believe that was in the 5th inning. No. Yes. Tied it up in the 5th inning yesterday with a line drive home run. Tied it 3-3 with the solo shots. He has a chance to go up 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th with another home run. No pressure, sir. No pressure. As he looks at strike 2. It's all coming up. It's coming together. Yesterday, bottom of the 5th. And hits a line drive to tie the game on an 0-2 pitch. Here, 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Here comes the home run to take the lead. Make it to 3-1. Nope, foul. But I still have faith. I still have faith. And finally, they play it. Man, talk about way behind. This broadcast needs me running things because they are blowing it. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to John Gignac. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And make that 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking. And Hanwha gets 2 more base runners, but they leave them both on base as they are hitless with a runner on base. And we will go to the 6th inning, but first, a little break. I will see you guys in a few. All right, so we're back. Hanwha still hitless, but we are at the top of the sixth here. Ryunjin on the mound, pitching well. 59 pitches through 5 innings. First pitch to Cardenas is a strike. 140. Cardenas 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Was stranded on the base pass though, and then also a 1-3 putouts. And that's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Big swing. 0-2 pitch. Hyunjin, 3 strikeouts on the day so far. And lifts that one back up against the netting behind home plate. All right, to the 0-2 pitch. And spoils it as he fouls that one down the right field line once again. Both starters need to save their bullpens, as both bullpens. The Samsung bullpen was okay yesterday because Reyes did go 6 innings, 6+ innings, as that misses outside. 1-2. All right, the 1-2 upstairs, 2-2. Okay, so he just went high fastball there. Does he go curveball? Shakes him, shakes him, shakes him, shakes him. And nope. But fouled away, and so we'll have another 2-2 pitch. Very interesting that Hyunjin is not going with the pitch com. He has the most experience of all the pitchers with the pitch com, as you know, he used it last year. He would have used it last year when he was pitching with Toronto after he came back from his surgery. And another, that's the 4th wife sighting on the day. And here we go, 2-2. And that misses upstairs, 3-2. Goes from 0-2 to 3-2 as he's missing his fastball upstairs. And Cardenas, not a Korean guy, so he's not chasing those pitches. And the 3-2 right back at him. So it's going to go off of his glove to the shortstop as he gets enough of it to slow it down, and it'll be a 1-6-3 ground out. Lined it right back at Ryunjin, sticks his glove out, goes off the edge of it, off the tip of it, and that was able to slow it down enough for Ito Yoon to get over, grab it on the hop, and throw to first, and 1 away. Kang Min-ho now steps in. He's looks at strike 1. Popped up to Noshiwan over in foul territory in his first at-bat, and then singled in his last at-bat, but was stranded on the base paths. And the 0-1 pitch. Nope. He just wants a new ball. What the hell was that? Like, literally, he just wanted a different ball, and then he gave a ball to EJ Wan, and then he took it out of his hand so that he could throw it back. As that's lifted to center field, goes back, and then stops, and then comes back in. As maybe he lost it in the lights or something. That was not pretty, and I talked about it earlier. How anything to his sides is an adventure for John Gene Hyuk in center field. That was back to his right. I don't know what it is. You know, being a center fielder, you would think that you would be able to make those plays, but I don't know. All right, Kim Young-un singled, stole a base, thrown out at third, and then flew out to left in his last at-bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike one in there. 259 on the season for the third baseman. Has the error in last inning as he missed the line drive. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. And jams him, but he pops that one back and out of play, and we will have another 0-2 pitch. And that is right down the old middle. Strike three. That's the fourth strikeout of the day. This one looking. And we will head to the bottom of the sixth. Hanwha still looking for a run. $15 pitches in that inning. Leave it at 74 for the day for Hanwha. Alright, we should be headed back here. Bottom of the sixth, Peraza will lead it off. For Hanwha is, again, the one single back in the fifth inning, and then as just in time for the first pitch. Peraza looks at strike one. 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to center and a strikeout looking in his last at-bat. As that's lined right at the second baseman. And it gets stuck in his glove. Almost went through the glove. That's how hard that ball was hit. All right, well, Kim Young-un stepping in, looks at strike one. They are hitting it where they are. And that's a strike at the top of the zone. 0-2. And lifted foul stays 0-2 with that pitch. Hanwha, come on, man, you got to get something going here. The one thing you've had was a single in an air, and then you didn't hit the ball out of the infield, as that misses outside. 1-2. And that's a ground ball to the first baseman. Grabs it, and 2 away. All right, well, Kim Tae-yeon will step in now. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to the center fielder in his first at-bat, and then struck out in his last. 0 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss at a pitch way up in the zone. 0-1. The 0-1 pops him up. Kang Min-ho gives chase, but that'll be into the table seats. And 0-2. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon, and that's going to be lifted right to the right fielder. 3 away. And we're going to the 7th inning. Going to the 7th inning. Hanwha's hitting the ball hard lately. They're just hitting it to people. It's like around the league, you got a couple close games. You got SSG and KT are tied up at 1 in the top of the 6th. You've got Doosan and Kiwoom tied up at 2 in the bottom of the 5th. And then Kia doing their Kia things, and they're up 6-0 on NC as they are going for their 8th straight win. And they have started to really separate themselves from the rest of the league at this point. 6.5 game difference between Kia and LG. LG's game was canceled today. So, yeah, at this point, you're playing for who gets the best opportunity to face Kia in the championships or the Korean series. And Ryunjin still out there, 74 pitches, and pitch number 75 in there for a strike. So Yoo Jung-bin 0 for 1 on the day, struck out. He did not start the game, but came in to replace Lee Sung-gyu, who was injured, running the bases, and checks that one foul. 0-2. Hey, is that 0-2? There you go. And that misses way outside as they tried to get him to chase there. nowhere near the strike zone to get him to even think about it. And the 1-2 pitch coming up for Yuan Jin. Shakes him off, shakes him off, shakes him off. And now he goes to his pitch com. So it looks like he's trying signs, but also going to his pitch com, as that's misses 2-2. So he was shaking him off, shaking him off, shaking him off, and then he takes his hand from here and then comes down, and you could see him go into his belt to, I assume, where his pitch com is. I don't know why he just doesn't go straight there, as that's lined into left field, and they will have their leadoff runner on. So 10 straight retired for Yuan Jin before that single. Still in solid pitch count territory. 79 is drops that bunt down, and that one is grabbed. So that one they didn't screw up. But again, not a beneficial bunt. 43% down to 41%. And then you're at the 8-9 hitters in your lineup. I just don't get the strategy here. You got a guy hitting like Yu-Ji Huck is. It's not like he's the number 8 or 9 hitter. Yu-Ji Huck is hitting 280 on the season, as that misses inside 1-0. Maybe they just want to get a guy over to second base so that they can look at signs. I'm really not sure. Kim Un-gon is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and ground out to the second baseman, as swings at that pitch on the outside, as in outside of the zone, 1-1. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch to the number 8 hitter, and he throws the bat out there, and it drops in front of the center fielder, and they've got runners on the corner with 1 out. He literally just threw the bat out there as he was way ahead of it. One-handed that one, bloop into the right in front of the center fielder, and first and second with 1 out, as Yuan Jin is running into some trouble here in the 7th inning. This will be pitch number 10, but only 84 on the day. So Kim Yeon-jun has the 1 RBI already today, the 208 on the season, but that 208 is very different from what he's been doing lately. Again, hitting over 300 since he returned back to the first team. And looks at strike 1. Got the number 9 hitter. This is where you want to be with game hanging in the lines for Hanwha. But the same thing earlier. He was first and second with 2 outs, and he singled in the lone run of the day so far. As he looks at strike 2. As he's thrown 2 fastballs there. Now he's thinking, what do I want to throw him here? Do I throw him another fastball? Do I throw a slider? Do I try to get him to chase? Do I go upstairs? He's like, I'm going straight to the pitch comm. We're not playing this you call. I'm telling you what I'm throwing and you catch it. As he tosses it over to first base. So Kim Hyun-jun runs very well. He is probably not going to be doubled up by anything, as throw over to first once again. He's 3 for 5 on the season with a stolen base. They already have 1 stolen base on the day so far, 1 for 1 on the day. And that's misses 1-0, or sorry, 1-2. Very big key moments here for Hanwha. Again, Hyun-jin on the mound, and they just don't score. They don't score. Pitch number 13 of this inning coming up here. And he lifts that one to left. Kim In-won goes back, grabs it, but that's going to tag and bring home a run. And that's going to make it 2-0. Both RBIs by their number 9 hitter. And that's going to bring up Kim Ji-chan. Would not be surprised if they put the runner in motion here. Probably a good chance, probably a good opportunity here to put the guy in motion. If he does get thrown out, you're leading off the 8th with your leadoff batter. If you put him in motion, he steals a base. Now you're 1 single away from going up 3-0. Again, not a big risk here with 2 outs. As he throws down the bunt, and that's gonna be in. As he bunts it just past Ryun-jin, and there was no chance of. I don't even think if Ryun-jin would have fielded that, he would have been able to throw him out. He's just that fast. As Ryun-jin has now ran into problems. 16 pitches so far this inning. 2 outs, but runners on first and second. And Lee Jae-hyun going to have to think that this will be the last inning for Hyun-jin. So Lee Jae-hyun lined out to no Shiwan in the last at-bats. And then 2 groundouts, 1 to second and 1 to the pitcher. And that's misses upstairs, 1-0. Hitting a mere .354 with runners in scoring position. So definitely can bring that down a little bit. And pops that one back. And 1-1. Ay. And another pop up. Lee Jae-won takes the mask off, but gets out of play. 1-2. Strikeout would be here. Yep, they do have a hit, though. They do have a hit, Kenny. They do have a hit. They have 3 base runners today. No, they don't have any... and that misses outside. They've got a walk, a single, and an error to give them 3 base runners. Oh, yeah. Definitely. There was like 1 or 2 games that they just unleashed. And I believe that one of them was a game against Samsung. Yeah. And that's a foul down the third baseline. His one game that he did play against Samsung, they scored 12 runs in the 3 innings, in the first 3 innings. 2, 4, and 6 to put 10 runs on the Samsung starter, but that was a highly different Samsung starter than the one that is on the mound today. 96th pitch of this inning, 22nd pitch coming up as he swings and miss on a check swing, and they leave another 2 runners on. They've left 6 on, but they do score another one. And Hanwha will go to the bottom of the 7th, looking to get something going. They will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. No Shiwan, Chansung, and An Chi Hong. 2 of those guys are 2 of the 3 base runners Hanwha's had today. All right, Connor back out there. Only 78 pitches, 10 pitches in his last at bat or his last inning. 78 pitches, but he's been sitting for a while. We'll see how that helps. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. And normally you don't want your guys sitting for a while, but with the temperature and the humidity, it's not quite so bad as he fouls that one back and out of play in 0-2. Connor with 6 strikeouts on the day. 6? Yes, 6 strikeouts on the day. No Shiwan is not one of them, as that's way outside, just trying to get him to chase way outside there. lifts that one to center. Going back to the wall. Caught. At the wall. He went the other way with that pitch. He thought he had it. They thought he had it. Samsung bench is like, All right, well, Chae Sung, he walked in his first at-bats. First pitch chops its foul as it rolls over the head and mask of Kang Min Ho back behind home plate. So 246 on the season for the Hanwha Capitan. And the 0-1 pitch way outside as it bounces and spins around, comes back to Kang Min Ho's other side, and we'll get a new ball. Win or wow. As he fouls that one out of play, 1-2. That second run for Samsung was a massive, massive run. As that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop 6-3. 2 away. Because Hanwha can't seem to put multiple base runners together. They do have the two base runners in a row back in the 5th inning, but that was a single and an error. So the solo shot will keep Samsung up, but 2 solo shots on the other hand will tie the game. An Jeong, he does have the 1 Hanwha hits as he looks at strike 1. The single back in the 5th moved over to second on the error on the third baseman, and he fouls ball 1 outs. 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch to An Ji-hong. He lifts that one, and that's going to be down for another hit. And Hanwha's got their second hit of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Second hit of the day for An Ji-hong. Second hit of the day for the Hanwha Eagles. And that's going to bring up E.J. Won. As the little mound visits here, Connor, 89 pitches. Oh Sung-won with the blown save yesterday. So they would love to get 7 innings from him so that they don't need to. They would love eight innings. Have him go back out to face the bottom of the lineup, but we'll see. 89 pitches so far. E.J. Won steps in and first pitch swinging, fouls that away. E.J. Won does have a couple doubles on the season. Other than that, he's pretty much a singles only guy. He does 2 doubles on the season. He does have 4 home runs if you count his last 3 seasons, as that's going to be a little bloop into center field, and Hanwha's got back-to-back hits. And runners on first and second with 2 outs, and the ever dangerous Ito Yoon stepping in. A little inside out swing, keeps his hands in and just lifts it into center field. As we will have a pinch runner, I assume Lee Sang-hyuk stepping in onto, nope, Iwan Suk. Iwan Suk. Moon Hyun Bin will pinch hit here. Moon Hyun Bin, 250 on the season. Mr. Clutch, that's right. And that's misses upstairs, 1-0. Moon Hyun Bin hitting 381 against Samsung on the season. And a swing and a miss there, 1-1. 2 of his home runs on the season have come against Hanwha or come against Samsung. Number 3 would be a fantastic pinch hit and would instantly go down into pure Hanwha lore. As that strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-2. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Moon Hyun Bin rocking the bat back and forth, and that's low. Ball 2. Definitely the most important bat of the game for Hanwha here, as they have got to get some runs here before they get into that bullpen, because the bullpen is pretty rested. And he holds off 3-2 for Mr. Clutch. And he goes down, chops it to seconds. The throw way over. And Hanwha is going to get 1 run in on the throw in air. Clutch. I think they're going to give him an infield hit on that. That was an awful, awful throw. Wow, he sailed that. That was definitely an error. Wow. No, that wasn't him. And Iwan Suk heads over to no. Their 2 errors were from the first baseman. First baseman and the catcher. The catcher didn't throw to first base in time. That was 1 error. All right, John Jin-hyuk, you gonna do a little drag bunt here? Reyes doesn't get off the mound that well. that's in there for a strike. All in one. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that's slapped into left. He's going back and catches it. Oh, Hanwha got 1 run on 2 hits and an error. And they're gonna make the game interesting, at least, as now we will head into these bullpens. Looks like Isang Hyuk ended up taking over as a pinch runner for Moon Hyun Bin. We'll see what all happens here. Obviously, Che Jae-hoon will take over for catching duties, and on the mound will be someone else. Waits for the final moving. They're going to move the guys around quite a bit, I have a feeling, so I'll have to wait to find out what the final location and who all's in what spots. Because the catcher came out for Iwan Suk to pinch run for. Moon Hyun Bin, after reaching on that air, was replaced by Lee Sang Hyuk. So 2 of their outfielders are pinch running, which doesn't leave anyone else. I mean, I really... Is Ryun Jin still out there? No way. Nope. Kim So-hyun out on the mound, 12 games, 13 innings, 1 loss, 2.08 ERA, 622 OPS, 6.2 K per 9, but an 8.3 walk per 9, 162 whip. He can strike out a ton and he can walk a ton. Which one shows up today? Che Jae-hoon on behind the mound, or behind the plates, as first pitch in there, 152. Last 4 games, 4 innings, 1 walks, 5 strike. Oh, that's not right. Let's try Korean there. So again, so Wang Young-mook takes over in the 7th spot, as that's misses just outside, 2-1. So Wang Young-mook is at short, as that's lined right back up the middle. And leadoff hits for Samsung. So Wang Young-mook in at shorts. That means Lee Do-yoon's spot in the lineup has been replaced by Che Jae-hoon, I assume. Yes. And just 1 second as Kang Min-ho steps in and looks at ball 1. The most dangerous hitter of July is now stepping in. And one concern I now have is the fact that Kim In-won is in left, as he goes and out. What a Beautiful, beautiful throw. That could not have been a more perfect throw. That was right in front of the base. That is the most beautiful defensive throw from a catcher I have seen in the KBO. That could not have been any better, as that misses 2-1. That is literally like that was the throw of his career in placement. And that misses way upstairs, 3-1. Kim So-yeon again has some control issues, and nobody wants to get hit with 155 in the face. That's Kim So-yeon, pitch number 9 here. Does he go back at him with another fastball, and or does he throw something off speed? Mr. Mookie short to replace Lee Do-yoon. And he goes at him, 152, but fouled away, running the count full, 3-2. So final line on Yu Jin, 7 innings, 96 pitches, 68 for strikes, 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 2 runs, both earned, in line for the loss, as Hanwha once again fails to score runs when Ryu Jin is pitching. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away again, up into the second deck. Did they sell out yesterday? Nope. 500 short. Sure they sold out today's game, though. All right, Kang Min-ho, 1 for 3, facing Kim So-yeon, pitch number 12, the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, going off speed, and 2 away. Beautiful slider from Kim So-yeon. All right, that's going to bring up Kim Young-un. And a big swing and a miss at a 153 at the top of the zone once again. Fastball at the top of the zone. Most of these Korean hitters cannot hit that pitch. They cannot hit that pitch. I don't like that. He just hit his as he was winding up, he just hit his hat and then kind of paused. Wang Young-mook under that, and that's going to be 3 away. As they go single, caught stealing, strikeout, and a pop fly to shorts. And we will head to the bottom of the 8th. Hanwha down 2-1. They are going to make this a game. Kim So-yeon, great pitching there, coming in relief. Barraza will lead things off for Hanwha. I imagine that he will get a pinch runner if he gets on. Something is, well, no, actually, he won't get, well, maybe he will. He's the DH. Again, he has not been playing well since he came back from his injury. I have to think that they're going to pinch run for him if he gets on base. We shall see. So, quick look around the league. Kia up 7-0. Doosan has taken the lead. They are up 3-2 and threatening some more with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th, but 2 outs. And then KT and SSG are hanging out at 1. And we are back for the bottom of the 8th. Out on the mound for Samsung, Wangdo J, 5 games, 13.1 innings, a 2.03 ERA, 6.05 OPS, 2.7 walks per 9, 8.8 strikeouts per 9, and a 1.13 whip. So he's not going to walk you, and he's probably going to strike you out. And Peraza will be the first man to look at him. And he looks at ball 1. That's ball 2. And pops it up. Third baseman under it. 1 away. All right, Kim In-won now stepping in. All right, Hanwha. It's time to stop playing around. They've given you 2 errors. They've given you 2 errors that you've taken advantage of, but not well enough. As Kim In-won looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Another pitch that is an ABS strike. So in his career, he is 3 for 3 against him as he looks at strike 2 on the inside. That is 2 pitches inside, just barely catching anything. And here comes the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. They were trying to get him to chase, as he often does, chase that pitch down at the bottom of the zone. But not that pitch. He's going to have to come up with something different than that forkball. He will probably go back to that forkball, though. As that misses inside. 2-2. All right, here comes forkball, back away, I'm going to guess. Yep, sets down on one knee, and there's the forkball, swing and a miss. Saw that coming. The slider? Oh. Anyway. Knew it was going to be a pitch down out of the zone. All right, that's going to bring up Kim Tae-yeon. Kim Tae-yeon 0 for 3 today. I believe he's got a hitting streak of some sort going as he looks at ball 1. He's got at least a 5-game hitting streak as his last 5 games, but I believe he has a longer hitting streak than that. And that's gonna extend it as that gets in to the outfield on the broken bat, sacrificing the tree for the good of the team, and Hanwha will have the tying run on base. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
Doo-wop.
Wow. That's rough. First baseman went for the bat, not the ball. So first baseman, again, first baseman is not a regular first baseman. And here comes the rain. As the umbrellas go up, the rain comes down. No, she won. First pitch swinging and foul, 0-1. I was not aware that it was going to be raining. But apparently it is. There's just this random group of clouds that is hanging out at the game. They wanted to check it out. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That's way outside. 1-1. All right, no Shiwan. The 1-1 pitch. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Last home run was the 27th of last month. Almost a month since his last home run. And that's going to be a single up the middle. Kim Tae-yeon will round, but not head to third. And Hanwha's got back-to-back singles. And 2 runners on as they try to make the comeback. All right, Chan Sung, El Capitan, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk, 2 groundouts, and looks at strike 1 at the top of the zone, and I just hit the wrong button. And did he go? Did not go. Wow. Sure, we're going to see a replay of that. Nope, he held up. Good call, first base umpire. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch to Chan Sung, 0 for 2, the number 5 hitter, the captain, the first baseman, number 22, and a swing and a miss. Alright, the deuces are wild here in Daejeon. First and second, 2-1, 2 outs, 0 for 2. 1-2 pitch to number 22. And foul. Da, 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 da. You can have some music again. James on and the 1-2 pitch way up high, nowhere near the strike zone. And 2-2. Wang Dong-jae, pitch number 20 or 19 coming up. Chan Sung, 7 straight seasons with 10 home runs. He's hanging out at 9. Looking for number 10. He does have 4 home runs in the 8th inning, and that's just going to be a single that's going to score a run as Kim Tae-yeon comes flying around, and Hanwha ties it up 2-2 on back to back to back singles. And the 1200th hit for Cheon Song is a big one. And are we gonna have a new pitcher here? And we will. I have this. Hopefully this isn't copyrighted. We'll find out if I get shut down here. Three hits all day, and then 3 hits with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th to tie it up. They're not done yet. Cheji Guan. Cheon Song has made his way back into the hearts of Hanwha fans with that's 2 outs, RBI single to tie the game at 2. They're not done yet though. An Ji-hong will step in, Mr. 2 out himself. He does not hit as well with 2 outs, but he has more than twice. Okay. So, Cheji Guan, 14 games, 18 innings, 1 win, 1 hold, 250 ERA, 573 OPS. So, An Ji-hong, the reason why we call him Mr. 2 outs is, well, I mean, it's 100% obvious. But for those of you that aren't familiar, An Ji-hong basically has, with 2 outs, he has, 26 RBIs on the season. With 0 outs or 1 out, he has 22 total. So he has more RBIs with 2 outs on the season than he does with 0 or 1 outs, and fouls the first one out of play. 0-1. All right. Oh, sorry, the 1-1 pitch. And that's ripped foul. And Ball Boy did not make the play. They're going to have to put him on waivers. Oh, against Cheji Guan, he's only hitting .636. Plenty of room for improvement there. Plenty of room for improvement. And that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. But Hanwha gets a run back. And we will go to the 9th. Hanwha tied 2-2 on the 3 straight 2-out RBI, 2-out singles from the 3-4-5. Hanwha, 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 Hanwha. Wow. So Ryujin will not get the loss today. That is a good thing for Hanwha as we go into the ninth inning. Who's going to come out on the mound for Hanwha? Are they going to send Kim So-hyun back out for another inning? It's possible. They got a pretty well rested rest of the bullpen. Nope, they're going to send out the closer. Don't know how I feel about this. Not sure how I feel about this. So you can send out your closer at home because you're never going to be in a save situation. But he did pitch yesterday. The reason why I'm not too sure about this situation is because he's not facing the heart of the order. He's facing, you're sending in your closer to face the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Not the 1, 2, 3, not. And it's not that I don't think he can't get them out. It's the opposite. Okay. 41 games, 47 and a third innings, 5 wins, 2 losses, 2 holds, 12 saves, 2.28 ERA. Got the save in yesterday's game. It was it interesting? I can't even remember. All right. So Yoo Jung-bin 1 for 2 on the day. And that's misses inside. 1-0. So Yoo Jung-bin a little responsible for that Kim Tae-yeon broken bat single is he went for the ball. He went for the base to cover the base instead of going for the ball because again he's not a normal first baseman as he misses there. 2-0. Chu Yeon-sung did pitch yesterday. Again, got the save yesterday. But you're bringing in your closer here for the 6, 7, 8 guys, not the 1, 2, 3. You know. So as that's in there for a strike, that's my one thing about this situation. Again, I don't mind the closer on the at home in a tie game in the ninth if they were facing, you know, the 1, 2, 3, the 2, 3, 4, the 3, 4, 5, something like that, even 4, 5, 6. But against the bottom of the order, it's not that he can't get them out. I really think he does. But Hanwha also has the 7, 8, 9 guys coming in. So who's going to pitch next inning? Because you got to think that the 6, 7, 8, the 7, 8, 9 guys for Hanwha probably not going to score. Otherwise, why would you have them in the 7, 8, 9? As that's one misses upstairs and a full count to the first batter here in the ninth inning for Samsung. All right, big pitch here. 3-2 pitch. The rain seems to have disappeared. And the 3-2 foul away stays 3-2. Yoo Jung-bin, quite a bit of pressure here. Is again, he's part of the reason why that Samsung lost yesterday. His abilities over at first base kind of put a damper in Samsung's come from behind victory. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch once again. And that's a strikeout looking. One away in the top of the ninth. All right, Ryuji Hyuk will step in now. He's 1 for 2 on the day. A really bad bunts back in the second inning. And then a sacrifice bunts back in the 7th that ended up getting a run home. Top of the 9th, so 1 out. The number 7 hitter looks at strike 1. 0-1. Yeah, but they were from Samsung. As that's one misses upstairs, 1-1. And that error right there allowed a run to score. Samsung with errors late in the game yesterday and today has allowed Hanwha to, to be in both of these games. No. He's old. He knows everything about baseball. He killed the first cow for the first ever leather used in a baseball. And that's upstairs, 2-2. All right. Second baseman, a 2-2 game, a 2-2 count, 1 out, 0 for 2 on the day is Eugene Hyuk. And that's a swing and a miss again. Phillies. And welcome, by the way. No amount of PEDs will help you throw a strike. All right, Kim Un-gon, 1 for 3 on the day. A single, a strikeout, and a 4-3 groundout. And lifts that one. Going back, Kim In-won, back, under. Oh my God, he caught it. As that was an adventure, and again, like I said, Ji-Hyun Song is like, because he is not an outfielder, but he's hanging out there. He got a special discount package where he was allowed to play outfield. And Hanwha go to the bottom of the 9th. Wang Young-mook will lead things off. Then Choi Jae-hoon. Again, you so you got 7, 8, 9 coming up for Hanwha. As far as substitutions on Hanwha, the only one they have to sub is the least clutch person on the entire team. I have to imagine that he will be used as a pinch runner in the 12th if they get that far. All right, bottom of the 9th. Nick, where are you at? You got a bunch of guys that can't run very well. There it is. Just one triple? How about two triples? All right, Osung-won comes out. He blew the save yesterday. He's going to get the loss today. That's just the way things work. 42 games, 42 innings, 25 saves, 386 ERA, 152 whip. You're gonna blow the game. We're going again. Oh, 303 on the season, 3 home runs. Will he make it 4 here, or does he just make it interesting with it? And he pulls the bunt back. That's going to be lifted into center field. Center fielder going back. Throws his glove up. Bounces. Wong Young-mook rounding second. And he's going to be cruising into third base as he slides. And he's in. And Kiwi was right. Kiwi calls the triple. That is better than even calling a homer. All right, Che Jae-hoon, obviously the infield is in. Che Jae-hoon is not a guy that strikes out a lot. Just get it to the outfield, man. Just get it to the outfield. Wong Young-mook has got to be careful down there on third base. Anything on the ground, he's got to head directly back to third base. As that's inside. 1-1. And he hits him, imagine that. And that's going to bring up John Jin-hyuk. Whew. All right, John Jin-hyuk now. He's not a good base runner. We'll just put it that. But with no outs, my concern here is John Jin-hyuk striking out. He's over 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts, a fly out to left. Any ball to the outfield should be enough to get Wong Young-mook home. As that just catches the inside corner. What a pitch. What a pitch. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. They're going to go upstairs. Doesn't go in a 1-2 pitch. No, he's just got a chubby face. And that's a foul down the line. And anything deep is gonna score. I mean, Wang Young-mook is like 24 years old, 23 years old, 25 years old, something like that. He's a 25-year-old middle infielder. He better have some speed. Line out. Did he drop it? They're saying they're gonna video replay this to see if he dropped it, which would have been a drop. So then tag Che Jae-hoon, and that's an out. That's a double play. If that is the case, so if he didn't catch it, that's going to be a double play, 2 outs. Oh, did that hit the ground? Oh, I think that. And important here is the first baseman tagged Che Jae-hoon and then stepped on the base. Very, very important here on the replay is he didn't tag. He didn't. The important thing is the first baseman didn't have his foot on the bag whenever he caught the ball. His foot was off the bag, so he caught it. Ooh. Like, why wouldn't they just look at the ball? The KBO needs better cameras, that's for sure. Here it goes. This could be the game. You know, he's all bleeding. It could. No catch. That's what I said. That was this is what I said. Very, very important. This is what they talked about at the very end. He was off the bag, tagged Che Jae-hoon, and then touched the bag. And Kim Young-moon is ejected now because he argued after, so he's out. This is exactly what I talked about right there. Was if you watch the replay, he caught the ball, tagged Che Jae-hoon, and then stepped on the bag just in case. A very, very heads-up play by the first baseman, who is, again, not a first baseman. And, again, Kim Young-moon is ejected. It's an automatic ejection. What a turn of events. Yeah, I mean, it looked like it hit the ground. So watch, he throws, he catches it, tags Che Jae-hoon, and then tags the base. What a heads-up play. I mean, what's crazy, Kenny, is he's not even a first baseman. Kim Young-moon has been ejected, is what they announced. That they didn't have the volume on. He's automatically kicked out for arguing after a replay. But right now you got based on Peraza is once again Peraza has a chance to win the game, and here is going to be Peraza 0 for 4 on the day. Last time he had a walk-off homer that misses upstairs. 1-0. Interesting that they're going against Peraza here. Peraza versus Oh Seung-won is 2 for 2. I think they're not going to pitch to him, but they're going to see if they can get ahead in the count, because Kim In-won is on deck. Kim In-won is a much less dangerous hitter, and again, I think right now they're going to walk him. They're going to automatically walk him. Like, I really don't understand why they're pitching. Josh, just go to SOOP Live, SOOPLIVE.com. You can watch it for free anywhere outside of Korea. All right, the 2-0 pitch. Oh Seung-won, not good against Hanwha. And there it is. That's going to be a bloop over the second baseman. And good night, ladies and gentlemen. Peraza with a second straight. Good Lord, Peraza. I can't believe they pitched to him. Oh my Lord. Like I said, what the hell are you doing pitching to him? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That could not be. Broken bat, walk-off single for Peraza after for some unknown reason, they pitched to him. I am not sure who's supplying the guys in the dugout in Daegu, but they should be investigated way more than the everything bagel sauce or everything bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. Because whatever they're on in the dugout in Samsung is way more addictive and dangerous than some seasoning. How in the world do you pitch to Peraza over Kim In-won? That makes zero sense. Good Lord. Like I said, I didn't think Samsung was nearly as good as their record says. I definitely don't think that they're going to make the playoffs. They just are not good. 2 errors, a late game blow up, a pitching to Peraza, who's hitting 350 something with runners in scoring position, one of the highest in the league with runners in scoring position, and you pitch to him instead of going against Kim In-won, who has 2 strikeouts on the day. Just an absolutely awful decision by the Samsung dugouts, and Hanwha makes them pay. Peraza with the walk-off single. And, yeah, oh my Lord, I cannot believe they pitched to him. I'm still in disbelief. Not only am I'm surprised, but the fact that that whole ninth inning, Wang Young-mook with that leadoff triple, a huge leadoff triple. I mean, Nick called it. Kiwi called it. He said triple for Wang Young-mook. And a leadoff triple hit by pitch. The absolute crippling double play. A line shot, could have been 1 out, but hit the ground first, and 2 outs. A heads-up play by the first baseman for Samsung, who, again, I've said so many times today, is not even a first baseman. He's an outfielder that they have playing first because they got rid of their foreign first baseman because they had Park Byung-ho, and then Park Byung-ho ends up getting injured and is out for the season. So Samsung just, so many things going wrong, continuously going wrong for them. They get 2 outs on that one play, a runner on third, and then they decide to pitch to Peraza. Literally, I would rather pitch to any other person on Hanwha's team besides Peraza with runners in scoring position. Like 2 straight games, he's had the game-winning hits. Yesterday with the game-winning single that ended up having an error, Samsung just can't field the ball. Literally, their fielding is what's causing them to lose. But Peraza walks it off. Hanwha is able to get their 2nd straight victory for the first time in a month. And they've won their first series of the second half. Tomorrow we'll have Moon Dong-ju on the mound versus not that great of a pitcher for Samsung. They have the chance to go for a sweep tomorrow. But what a game. What a game. What a game. Ryun Jin, again, pitched extremely well for Hanwha. 96 pitches, 68 for strikes, 7 hits. 2 runs, though, was in line for the loss as Hanwha cannot score when he pitches. They got 1 run under him. Kim Seo-yeon came in the bullpen, pitched 1 inning, pitched extremely well, gave up a hit but got a strikeout. And the beautiful throw from Choi Jae-hoon to get the runner at second was massive. And then on top of that, Ju Hyun-sung came in, pitched the ninth. I wasn't happy about that decision. I'm still not happy about the decision. It did work out, but as you guys saw, very, very difficult for the 7, 8, 9 hitters to end up winning a game. It took it took rolling over to the top of the lineup in a bonehead play by the bonehead managing decision by the by the Samsung manager to get the win, but they get it, and that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in to Hanwha as they win their second game in a row, second of the week. They've already won more games than they won last week, and I will be back tomorrow for game number 3. Until then.
준비됐어. 지금 필요한 건 너와 나. 식어버린 네 심장도 다시 뜨겁게 해준 날. 태양처럼 불타오르는 희망 모든 것은 던져 것은 준비됐어. 지금 필요한 건 너와 나. 식어버린 네 심장도 다시 뜨겁게 해준 날.